SeaWorld have said they are going to phase out their signature Shamu killer whale show at their San Diego park next year, after long-running criticism of its treatment of captive mammals. This move follows a vote by the Californian Coastal Commission last month barring the park from continuing to breed killer whales or orcas in captivity. In place of its centrepiece orca performances, the park plans to open a new killer whale exhibition in 2017, which they say will be staged in a more natural setting with a more conservation-orientated theme. SeaWorld executives didn't immediately elaborate on how the new attraction would differ from the old shows, and it wasn't clear whether the same changes would be undertaken at the company's two other aquatic theme parks in Orlando, Florida and San Antonio, Texas. SeaWorld has faced heated criticism and declining admissions in recent years.
I think when people actually learn about how animals are kept in captivity in places like SeaWorld, through either campaigning by organisations like PETA or through the documentary Blackfish, which was hugely influential, once people, the public, have this information and they start to think about it, then they make choices, and they've been choosing to no longer attend SeaWorld, and that's why we've seen their revenues, their ticket sales plummet dramatically over the course of the last 2 or 3 years. This is why I think now SeaWorld are coming out with this last-ditch attempt, trying to save some of their public interest. But of course the only thing that they can do now to help animals is by retiring orcas to a sanctuary.
The 2013 documentary film Blackfish, which Kirsty mentions, depicts captivity of killer whales as inherently cruel and says the practice has only been continued because orcas mean visitors and visitors mean big bucks. The film, which SeaWorld has criticised as being inaccurate and misleading, also explored the circumstances leading to the 2010 death of top SeaWorld trainer Dawn Brancho, who was pulled underwater and drowned by an orca she had worked and performed with in Florida. The whale responsible for the death, Tilikum, is still at SeaWorld Orlando, Florida. He's the largest orca in captivity, weighing 12,500 pounds and measuring over 22 feet in length. In his 30 years of performing, he's been involved in 3 deaths at the parks. Meanwhile, there have been no reports of orcas killing humans in the wild. Trainers have not been allowed back into the water with the killer whales during performances at SeaWorld since that incident that killed Dawn Brancho. It is unclear whether this latest move by SeaWorld will stop the performances altogether.